January 8th, 2019. In this, our Night Attack pre-show. Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. Hi, everybody. I'm having a day. I'm having a day, but you know what? It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, I think. If you're new in the chat, give me an I'm new. Can we get an I'm new in the chat? From any newbies? We've got a special guest coming up in a little bit later on the stream. Now, okay, now hold on here. Now, hold on. We have some Waffleophagus is not Agent Sign is not new. Jay Brushwood is not new. You guys. Hello, everybody. I am seeing some names I haven't seen in a minute. Petey Rave, I haven't seen in a minute. Ben Franklin, I haven't seen in a minute. Hello, everybody. This is the pre-show of the Night Attack show. Night Attack is a podcast that we're going to do in about an hour. 45 minutes. And, oh, we got a raid. Hold on, we got a raid from Mike TV. Let's see what Mike TV says. Mike TV is raiding with his party of 25 folks, saying, quote, Mike TV Live and Super Trey Wonder raid with 3,000 megatons of love! Dude, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you so much, Mike. I'm trying to find... There was one new person in the chat, and then everybody scared him away. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Okay, everyone say hello. I'm gonna give away hellos for the next minute. Let me put them in the clock. I'm gonna do 1 minute of hellos. So by the time, there we go. I found the 1 minute mark. All right, we're gonna do hellos. All right, here we go. Hellos to Rock Roll Martian. Hello, Krug. Hello, Wang Yam. Hello, Alex Perth. Hello, the Ben Franklin. Hi, Ben Beef Viper. Hello, Wabbit Magic. Hi. Alanon 6666, hello. Babcat, hello. Hello. Cranium Boy, hello. Renagu Moy, HTTPS 443, hello. JC Calhoun, hello. What Jane says, hello. Agent Sign, hello. Derek Thoss, hello. Crimson Zamani, hello. Brusselsberry, hi. Krillin 678, hello. Scooper Nova Girl, hello. Pokey 765, hello. Let's see. J King 206, hello. Waffle Evans, hello. Whisperer says, what up, Bryce? What up? X Lash, hello, hi. Acornesque, hello. Jay Schwood, hi, buddy brother. Peds, hi. Jack Random, hello. I hate everyone, so shut up. Hello, Valcott, hello. 9 seconds. What Jane says, Scuba Never Go, yo. Ace Hasley, hello. The Buck, hello. Babcat, hi. Logan WTF, hi. B Fiber says exists. Cranium Boy says sup, and Matuba says hello. Oh, hi, everybody. Oh. I am almost running entirely on adrenaline, I think. I've been working for the past 8 hours, and I've got another 3 in front of me. But you know who's always on their grind? Oh, is a person I have to call right back. So I'm going to spend about 2 minutes doing vamping while I also mess with Skype settings so that I can call them back. But he knows a thing or two about being on his grind every single day. And that person who knows about being on his grind every single day is one Justin Robert. Yo!
Oh, shit.
Hi, Juice.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Whew. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. Well, what were you working on today? Why were you so busy?
Whew, today was busy, so I was getting some stuff done ahead of time, including trying to get an early rough of the thing that we're going to announce a little bit later in the show.
Oh!
So I have a little something we can show. Oh.
That's funny that you should mention that.
Yeah?
Because I was informed that our announcement is really nothing more than a discussion of what was announced exclusively on the Bizarre Briefing today.
Now, hold on. You have to understand why I made that decision, and I take responsibility for that decision.
I understand, because if there's one thing that Bryce cares about, it's the scoop. He needs the heat. He needs to build the brand that scoops Neshcom. That you need that Neshcom drip because he's got the leak. I think everybody just needs to go, and then they need to follow at Neshcom. They need to make sure. You can never be sure. Never be sure when he's going to leak something that has been weeks, if not months in making.
Now you have to understand why I did that, though.
Okay.
The bizarre briefing.
So there's no confusion that you did do it.
I definitely did, but there's a reason to it. Okay, the bizarre briefing comes out once a month, usually 2 weeks after we record it. It is the latest. It is the longest lead time on any show that we do.
Sure.
And I knew by the time we had another episode in a month from now, the damn thing's gonna be out. And so,
you want to know what? That makes a lot of sense. There's a long lead time, right? So obviously, it's something that's not streamed live on the internet to our core audience. Like, you can just, it's in a black box. You want to know what? I don't even know why I even brought it up. When you put it like that, absolutely, it makes the most amount of sense.
You know what? Maybe there's a this thing. Maybe we're still not. So it is live. Yeah. So it is live.
I mean, but not till a month when you make it, when you post it.
Well, we do record it live, but
on the internet?
On
live? No, I mean, like, you guys aren't on Skype. Like, you're live in the same room.
Well, but also we are on the World Wide Web, but with only a few people, not a lot of people.
Like, not internally, like,
no,
to the world.
And it's to kind of everyone.
Would you imagine, you know, like how they have that that thing where, you know, for Reddit or Dig or something, right? Where, like, you know, you have 100% of your audience, but 10%, the hardest core, are the ones who do most of the work, and they're the most passionate. So if you were to make a nesting doll, I would say Night Attack would be the biggest.
Probably
right?
one of the big ones, yes.
You open up Night Attack, and inside's Jury,
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You open up Jury, and then there's probably Weird Things.
Okay.
You know, you open up Weird Things, and then there's W. Scottus 1's Game Night.
Yeah, Game Night on Wednesdays.
You open up that. And then there's probably that anytime that you accidentally turn on the studio for just a tech test, right?
Oops, yes.
And the hardest core would be for something like the bizarre briefing, where it is just behind the scenes,
only behind the scenes,
you know, talking to each other in such a manner that when I was attempting to tease our reveal. My entire chat is filled with the art that I haven't even seen.
No!
As well as the album title. Not only giving away what we're going to give away tonight, but giving away what we're going to give away next week. So just so everybody that you can never miss a live Bryce. Live Bryce is liable to give away all sorts of shit. In fact, I was shocked that, like, I got on late because I was watching the Trump address. I'm shocked he didn't just text me everything he was going to say before. Because a live Bryce is unpredictable. The leaks, that Neshcom drip.
Now, hold on. I did that specifically because I thought there was a 0% chance that this conversation happened.
Huh? How'd that work out, Bryce?
Pretty bad. Well,
I'm just saying, if you want to know, the good thing is that it's so hard to clip things on Twitch, right? It's so difficult to save anything that happens.
Now, I know Ryan Alcott mentioned me on Twitter.
Yes.
Because I guess you were lighting me up during Jury.
No, I was discussing the fact that everybody knew the news before I did. In fact, I want you to go ahead.
I
hopefully nobody. Oh shit, they cleared it. If I wanted you to go to my show bot because the titles for the jury show, which mentioned nary a stitch of this news, was all just leaky Bryce leaks, Bryce Assange.
Uncool. Incredibly uncool by everyone who was watching.
Bryce was one of them that got a bunch of votes.
The Bizarre Briefing is such an unpopular show.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a big break now, didn't you? I mean, I'll tell you took a bold strategy. You're like, there's not enough viewership on the Bizarre Briefing. What do you say we just go ahead and break some news here?
Now, okay.
Oh, wow, look at that. There's a link right there in the chat.
No. Oh, what is this?
Album art for All's Well.
Oh, no. Okay, well. JC Calhoun, I can't believe it.
For the record, that was the first time when I saw it on jury. The first time I have seen that version of the album art.
Yeah,
and sent to me via text. That was not given to me in any other manner. You know, it was just there in my chat as I was. And Bryce, I was building the tip. I was doing my full carnival barker. I'm like, hey guys, you better watch out because our new album entitled
blank
is gonna be coming up, like, and they're like, oh, you mean type the name of the album? Oh, you mean the album art that looks like it types the exact description of the album cover?
JC Calhoun, incredibly uncool.
Oh, it was everybody. In fact, I think it was T2 that first let me know what had happened.
I thought I had security through obscurity.
Yeah.
I thought I was the fucking Linux here. Stop posting the link, JC Calhoun. God damn it. Son of a fucking shit. God fuck.
That's the big thing, right? You know, if you were like, let's say, Bryce, you were in the CIA, right? You know, and you were, and you had a bunch of secure locations. You'd be like, well, look, nobody listens to my podcast. I'll just say it there. That is, by the way, that is not security through obscurity. That is security through self-loathing. Saying no one listens to my show. I could do anything and nothing would matter.
What did I miss? Everybody's talking about Bryce's
That
dick
is
pic.
the reality for the past. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, Jesus.
You know, Brian, don't worry. Nothing's fucked here, dude.
What's funny is after the words "don't worry," inherently, like a premonition, I thought the next words were gonna be like, "You're next." Like all I know is I walked in and Bryce seems very roasted.
Oh, I'm roasted. Oh, I've been roasted.
Oh, it is not me roasting him. Bryce roasted himself. Bryce had to light himself on fire because he assumed no one would see.
I did. Oh, that's so. So we did the Bizarre Briefing earlier today.
Oh, you already spilled it. You couldn't even wait. You couldn't even wait.
That's a monthly show. That's a show.
Justin was giddy on the phone. He was like, oh, that Bryce Castillo, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. And I was like, well, that'll be the first act of the show. He's like, yes, Brian, here's an agreement between the two of us. I will wait, and it will be the first act of the show.
Oh, did you?
I most certainly won't jump the gun.
That nobody listens to the pre-show. That same thing. That's a stupid fucking argument, isn't it? I look like a big fucking idiot.
Oh my.
Well.
Oh. Oh, good show.
Guess
Play
I
the
don't-
lullaby.
Here we go. We'll just replay this at the top, and then we'll bring it back.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I'm sorry. I am sorry that happened.
I only did it because Bryce fucking came in and was playing coy, like, "Hey, I got a rough cut of the thing we're going to be
Oh, got it. It's like,
But
well,
how
man.
aren't you gonna play along? Kayfabe with me in the space.
No, I'm sorry. There is an element of that I could not abide by.
Well, and see, I was gonna.
Let's move on. We'll
Okay.
save a little bit. We'll do a little bit of a rehash at
Is
at
there
the
anything
top.
left? Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But we can get Brian's run through on it. You can question how this came to be during the first act of the show, Brian.
I'm trying to promote the album that is still not up for pre-order. Come on.
I know. By the way, January 22nd. Stay tuned to find out what the title is.
Did you say January 22nd? It's the 20th, I thought.
No, it's the 22nd. 22nd is a Tuesday.
Oh.
Did you say the wrong thing on Heaton's podcast today?
I've been telling everyone the wrong day. Well, yeah. I mean, they could certainly pre-order,
It's going great.
assuming we lock everything in.
Well, hopefully.
Uh,
Well,
All
and
right.
anyway.
Before we go any further, if you are not a patron at the $5 level, if you are not a patron at the $10 level, now's the time to do it. We have tracks that are on the bubble. We want to make this music focused, so we have a lot of comedy tracks on there that some are short, some are long. We can trim them. If you are at the $5 level, the post that gives you all those on the bubble tracks also has a form where you can tell us which ones need to be on the album, the ones that we absolutely can't eliminate. Tell us that. And if you dare join us at the $10 level,
Ooh.
you get to hear a rough cut of the album right now.
Oh, damn. And they just got to go to what? Patreon.com/nightattack?
.com/Night Attack.
Oh, yeah.
$5 level to get the on the bubble tracks, $10 level to get the rough cut of the album right now, as if you were hearing it direct from the Bizarre briefing.
See, I thought I was doing good. I told these guys I might not have a visual for us to show on Tuesday, and I thought I was in the positive on this. Oh man! All right,
Yeah.
Yo, I just tweeted out a hot take. I don't know if
Is
this.
it about you being a dad again?
Nope.
Is 2019 the year of Brian keeps saying he's a dad?
Wait,
Well,
is it? Are you gonna have another kid? Is that 2019?
Sorry, this is the sound of my brain shutting down at too many possibilities. No. I tweeted.
No.
I mean, you can just go ahead. You can just pull the e-brake back off on your balls, and you're back open for business.
I just found out that for the last week, there hadn't been soap in the shower, so I get the thing and it says the word lavender real big, and I've been using that, and then I turned it around, and you know what was on the other side? Not a picture of lavender, picture of a fucking poodle.
How does that?
What?
Now hold on.
I mean, wait.
No.
I go get the fucking thing.
Now you know
Number one, by the way, there is at this point zero chance the first act of the show is going to be as good as the pre-show. Because we have recklessly burned not one but two surefire home runs.
I have a question. If we're saying this bit is burnt,
I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's a teaser.
No, this is we're in the hit making business. A tease to an album track.
thank God no one knows what that album is called or what the cover art will look like. Now, the thing I notice is that it says bathing my entire body,
Yeah. Okay. So it was a.
but it also says shampoo in the second part of the sentence.
Well, yeah, like a body wash, right? Like at some point, okay, when the bar of soap is all the way on the outside of the shower and by the tub.
Why is it over there?
By
the
because
tub.
sometimes people get in the tub with the bar of soap.
Okay.
You know, you're like, ooh, this sounds so extravagant. A shower and a tub.
It is kind of extravagant to put them separate.
I know, you're 100% right, and I'm a bad person. But you know, it's like you see it, you're like, whatever, man. What do I want to do? I want to scrub off the bits and the pits, right? And let's go. And so, and then you run out of shampoo, and it's like, whatever, it's all the same, whatever. Hey, I'm clean, and I smell like lavender. And then, God damn it, God damn it.
Sorry. No, I'm just making a tweet here. I've got to make a tweet. Sometimes it's a different dog, and sometimes it's like a darker fur dog here.
It looks like a female with crazy hair briefly, but then you notice it's a dog.
Okay, well, it was a great show, everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs.
No, night attack is through.
What's the difference between human shampoo and dog shampoo? I would assume it would be gentler.
No, the difference is, and this is what's fucked up. This is why I never use. I never use dog shampoo
ever.
for one reason.
Uh-huh.
They fucking test that shit on animals.
That's a...
Wow, you are a dad.
Yeah.
They should dog shampoo. You can fuck a bitch without even asking.
Okay. I get the fuck a bitch, but then the just sudden left turn into without consent.
English, Brian. Oh, I'm sorry. Are there a lot of dogs going and asking for consent?
Oh, I mean, just the assumption that it's a feature, not a bug. like that's
I'm
a reward.
Shampoo. Yeah, it's an edgy. All right, sure. It's an edgy slogan. It's a new era. I don't know why Snap. It's an era of snaps, Brian.
Oh yeah.
There is something authoritative to just snapping your way out of a conversation. Trump's done that with that announcement. There are millions of illegal aliens coming into America.
Oh, did anybody watch that?
Are we in a state of emergency now? Did he do that?
No. It was really weird. It was a weird speech because he.
You don't say. Whoa. Hot takes. All right, go on.
What makes you say that?
So here's the thing. It started off the most compassionate he's ever talked about immigration. It was like all about how they need more bed space at the border and how they need more people on the border to make sure that they can reunite everybody as fast as possible. And this is a humanitarian crisis and yada, yada, yada. And you're like, oh, wow, I guess that's a weird. I mean, he's never really done that before. You know, and halfway through, I'm like, oh, man, he probably should have done that like over the holidays when nobody else was talking. Like that probably would have like
resonated
the conversation because it would have been, if anything other than just a pattern recognition thing. You're like, oh, that's not what normally comes out of his mouth on these things.
Yeah.
And then, much like a mullet, is business up front and party in the back.
Party in the backside.
It then went right into like faces of death of everyone who's ever been murdered by somebody who is in the country illegally. And why. Also, at the beginning, he's like, we very much need a border. We need a structure. And at the request of the Democrats, it's going to be a steel structure. It's not going to be a concrete structure, which, no, that's all true. Like, that's the reason why he ratcheted it down from a concrete thing to a steel thing, is that it would be more of a fence and less of a wall. And then it's right into, like...
Button.
How close did he get to just straight out saying, like, look, let's be honest, I just want to be able to call this a win. Literally, work with me. Give me something to salvage my wounded pride.
That's how it started. And then it went right to, his name was Carl, and he was hit in the head with a hammer. And how much, like, literal line, how much American blood has to be shed before we do something was an actual line that was said. So
God.
it was a roller coaster ride. seems like something that was probably written by somebody else and then rewritten by the person who read it, or somebody else who has the ear of the person who read it. But it'll be curious to see how it is reacted to.
Do you think he's actually going to do the state of emergency to start the construction of that thing?
I think the state of emergency is a gambit to basically say to the Democrats, you can either get something out of this or you cannot get something out of this. But
if he does that, I mean, he's going to be giving up a lot. I feel like if he declares a state of emergency to build this wall that there's no money for while the government is shut down, then he would reopen the government. He would sign a deal that would reopen the government, and then say, like, it's a state of emergency, so I'm just taking money out of the defense budget to do it. Yeah.
That would be the idea there. But even then, he's building the case for that in saying, hey, look, let's take all the pictures of all the inhumane elements that are there at the border now, and let's understand that on one side, if that moves you, that rustles your jimmies, then this is why we need to build a wall, and for the rest of it, it's the other.
Hot update. Turns out me tweeting out that I've been using dog shampoo for the last week. Most popular thing I've ever tweeted, apparently. Lots of responses. My favorite comes from @InvisibleWife. I don't know if you've ever heard her tweets, but she says, I'm glad you came, quote, clean on this issue. Now I can tell you that I've been drinking toilet water.
What?
Like a dog.
No, I get that. I get that.
I explained the wrong part. Sorry. It's like when my kid mumble something chain of command, and then I'm like, what? She goes, I said the chain of command.
It's like, well, that's the part I didn't know.
Okay, like yeah.
Oh Jesus! All right. I have some stuff here. Some pre-show stuff here.
Thank goodness, because this has been a shit
this
pre-show.
has been an awful pre-show. I'm doing everything in my power to distract from the first 20 minutes of the pre-show.
In the spirit of the Cord Killers free weekend, is maybe this one of those rare circumstances where we need to explain, like, this is why you need to be a patron, so that you get this every week.
Oh man, maybe we'll talk to Josh about that. Okay. So. This is a video from our friends over at abc7.com.
Our friends.
Our friends over there. And it's a news report. Let's see. Here we go.
Weird way to ring in the new year. A home security system caught a man on camera licking a doorbell in Salinas. Police say Roberto Daniel Arroyo spent 3 hours licking and poking around the yard. The homeowners, they were out of town, but their kids were home and they didn't hear anything. It was only when the surveillance system notified the family that there was movement outside that they saw the bizarre behavior, and they called police.
Could you pause?
Yeah. I mean, look at that guy. He's having fun.
He's making eye contact. He fucking knows.
Justin, you saw RoboCop, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen other Paul Verhoeven films, Total Recall and Starship Troopers. He has even in the sequel to RoboCop 2, which I don't think he directed. Like he has a penchant to get ridiculous with his news coverage of things.
Yeah.
Tell me this couldn't just drop right into any Paul Verhoeven dystopian future, over the top, like so ridiculous, as if in the future this is the kind of thing they would be covering.
It would definitely be something when the main character is like, assassinating a civil rights leader for the president or something, and he was like caught on tape doing it, and then like this leads the news. It's like your top story, man licks doorbell, and like,
well, and her naked like, like soccer mom disgust for it is, I think, what bothers me the most.
That's gross, though. It is gross.
It is gross, but it's not the job of the journalist to editorialize. They don't need to pass judgment.
I mean, number one, Brian, they're not journalists. They're on television.
They're anchors.
Okay, fair enough.
They're anchors.
But also, all right.
He turns. He changes positions.
I mean, number one, I'm surprised he didn't start doing the alphabet with his tongue. That's a proper technique, after all.
I mean, he is. He's doing la 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 la.
The different
La
alphabet.
la 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 la.
At what point? Because it's got to be after like 30 minutes. Like he's just licking his own saliva. Like it gets more hygienic the longer he does it, right?
Okay, but it looks like he's looking at his reflection in the lens.
He's either looking at the reflection, or this is like a Ring security system. So he probably can see the security camera, though it's not attached.
It displays it back, or no? He can see the camera.
He just
not,
sees the lens.
not the content.
Yeah,
Wait
he just sees the lens.
Wait a minute. Where
Yeah.
is Ring located?
Ring?
Yeah.
I don't know. This was in Salinas, California.
Oh, you're just saying this is like an intern. They're like, hey man, who wants to make $500 under the table?
Like this was a bet.
Who wants? Hey man, I'm just gonna say that. Oh, whoops! Here's $500. And an address. Oh man, I wonder if somebody did something real weird, like just licked a doorbell.
I mean, that being said, you're definitely on you're probably a worldwide news story and your face is there forever. I mean, because 3 hours is what sells it. If that man licks the doorbell for 5 minutes, it's not a story.
I'll tell you what, unless wild theory, this is the win-win scenario. Turns out he's a SoundCloud rapper and he writes a song about it, about how in his mind, this is how he gets off, this is how dirty he is. How dirty am I? I'm so dirty I lick your doorbells.
Here's
lick.
Here's more from the ABC7 report. The security cameras also caught Arroyo moving an extension cord to the front yard and relieving himself. He could face misdemeanor charges of petty theft and prowling. What did he steal?
Yeah, he stole dignity from himself. He stole a brand share from simplysecure.com on behalf of Ring.
Yeah.
He stole momentum.
Yeah, Simply Safe is going to file a police report. My share has been stolen.
That is one of the brilliant things that I'm loath to admit that Ring has really done right is branding security footage, because they all know, like FLIR does the same thing. For some reason, they have that annoying FLIR watermark on anything you record on any FLIR device.
Looking up Ring, I just found out that they are owned by Amazon, which probably explains why they work with that Amazon key service where they enter your home.
Man, that seems like synergy. Like if you're going to do a viral video about packages likely from Amazon getting stolen and you wanted to feature the Ring logo up in the corner, that just seems like was it a deal made in heaven?
Can we talk about that? Because we were both on the side of we've worked in reality television. We've worked in prank-based television. You know, there are some certain hallmarks.
It's not.
We litigated this like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. We talked it through, but since then he copped to. I'm not sure what the wishy-washy language is. Also, I love Mark Rober. He's a dear friend. We've spoken like 4 times on the phone. I could call him right now, and he would probably tell us, but I don't want to do that.
It's a very long name drop for this bit. Like, I mean, the thing came out was like he asked some people to do this thing, not knowing that it would be the thing.
Which is the right way to do it. What you do because he needs to give a plausible performance. So it's important that he not know what the other party's doing. He's just turns to a friend and says, can you make certain these get stolen? Or these get placed in a place where they will be stolen. End of like that's the knowledge silo. And then whatever happens next is informationally pure, and hopefully that's I don't know. This is me making up stuff.
Well, my thing was, it's like, hey, look, I don't care how long you were doing this. That's a lot of stolen packages. Like, I know that every stolen package that happens to you feels like something that is
Rampant.
precious and world destroying, right?
Mhm.
But unless you are in a very high traffic area for this kind of thing, I don't imagine that somebody gets more than, 2, 3 stolen maybe in their like lifetime.
Well, there are some places where it's habitually bad.
Sure, but is it 1 in 20 bad? Because if that's the case, 1 in 20 would be a 5% of all packages get stolen, which would be huge. If that were the case, then to get the 5 examples he got meant that statistically you had to put out 100 versions of this package.
Well, and also it's like that looked like a fairly nice suburban neighborhood. Like if it was out like where John Teasdale used to live is the Tenderloin. It was named the most dangerous block in San Francisco. Like by statistics, you put a HomePod box out there, that shit's going to be gone in 10 minutes. Like that I know for sure. But when you walk down that street, you're like, this looks like a place that a HomePod would get fucking stolen in 5 minutes. Like
that's
there are
where...
people on the street. There's an element that makes it seem like you should not be leaving valuables out. That neighborhood didn't read like that to me. And here was the thing that put it one step further. Man, those were great reactions. Whew. Like, oh, I'll tell you what. If he told me he did it over 3 years, I'd buy it more.
Right.
If he told me that he did it over, a gigantic amount of time, and he got one good one, he got like 3. Hey, they were stolen. We were able to track it. It looks like the fart went off. You want to know what? I'm actually gonna refigure it so it's better. And then the big reveal is like, oh my God, we got somebody on video dealing with all this. I would have bought it as totally a documentary, right? But whew, when it was like fucking amazing reaction after amazing reaction after amazing reaction, I'm like, look, it's reality TV, which it has a right to be, in my opinion. I think he fucking caught way too much shit for people thinking that YouTube's a fucking documentary.
Well, and I think that's the problem is, I don't know, at some point you have to blame the audience's misunderstanding of the format. Yeah. Let's say, and this is more your domain than mine, but let's say pro wrestling. Pro wrestling, it's like, oh, you find out that it's not like football. Therefore, like, well, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was like football and basketball. Blah. But it's also not any less valid, a wonderful form of storytelling and a medium unto itself.
Everybody had a great time. Everybody loved it. Everybody shared it. Those reactions were amazing.
Yes.
Like, it just was so amazing that I'm like, man, you would have to soft cast really exuberant people to make sure that they stole the packages and didn't know what was going to happen and then pay for their car to get cleaned up.
HTTPS 443 says, well, you can't do documentary style vids for a year and then pull this. Hey, buddy. How do I phrase this? You're right. You probably don't do a bunch of documentaries and then suddenly pull this. You are correct.
I mean, look, and also the point of it was he built this fucking amazing machine, and the machine looked like it totally worked. Like, and he published the specs. Like, that was the rad thing about it to me, I guess.
Nick with the C in the chat says, wait, has something else happened on this dude in the video that I missed? Yeah, the reason we're revisiting it is because he made a statement indicating that
he cut one of the segments from that video.
Oh, he re-released the video with
yeah. Oh, no.
He cut out one of the
two
reactions
reactions that he said these were people that I had used a friend to do it, but I have now been led to believe that they were not what they were said to be. They were friends of friends,
Okay.
and not just. I couldn't just leave it at a friend.
Real thing. I'm like, well, that's a dumb thing to take down a video to lean into and then remove that. And then I thought, because now all that's going to happen is he's going to post a proven video a second time.
I actually think that
where it'll be refreshed in the feed of everyone.
Well, and I also think that there is some hinky, weird stuff in. I did not look into this, but evidence looked like he was actually able to replace that video in line.
Well, I know that
which I know is almost never possible, but
Correct.
there are enough cases of it happening
that you can clip out things.
Well, you can clip the beginning and the end. That's it.
No, you can do some simple editing, cutting in and out. But there are other cases of significant videos being replaced in line beyond the YouTube Studio Edit tool.
Oh, so you think that there might have been a little Keebler elf on the back end that's like, hey, this is a gigantic video that's getting featured on like Good Morning America. Let's keep this train rolling.
I did not do. I was not pounding the payment on that one, but that's the
okay, Bryce. What part of it's safe for reckless speculation do we have to do when we're just totally saying that he fabricated this video for the last?
Well, I'm not on that chain, so
you're not. So you think that was that it was aside from the two that he deleted, that these are all these are thieves.
I don't think you guys are wrong. I also just am not on the tone of this. It's whatever. It's whatever it is, right? It's video. It's entertainment.
Are we being too critical? Because I'm on his side.
Well, and that
make exactly that video.
I think that's the part of the nuance. Is like I perceive that Justin and I are rejecting the false dichotomy of it's either quote unquote real, whatever that means, or fake, whatever that means. And it's like, no, it's neither. It is a legitimate format called reality television that has its own set of rules. See related entry, professional wrestling. You know, that like that's where we're trying to be.
Yeah, no, it's reality TV. It's everything that and by the way, it doesn't make the reactions bad or staged. I don't think that they were staged.
No, I agree.
They were soft cast.
Should point out real quick before we get started. I swear to God, this whole pre-show needs to be in the episode. Bonnie, for a brief while, you had the number one response to my my dog shampoo tweet.
Yeah.
New champion.
New champion. Woo.
I said, yeah. I said, just got out of the shower. Discovered that for the past week I've been bathing my entire body with dog shampoo. How should I be feeling? Best response so far: tick and flea free. So that one gets a little retweet there.
Yeah. I'm just glad you finally quit licking your hot spot.
All right, we're about 5 minutes out from the show. If you need to go use the bathroom, get an extra drink.
Done and done. I'll be right back.
Beautiful
people. Bonnie, it's so good to. I'm glad we're all back.
I know. Look
Isn't it
at
great?
us.
Isn't it great?
Everybody's here. Nobody's currently sneezing. Knock on wood.
Yeah, so you guys are just getting done with allergy season?
Well,
no, it's just about to start.
No, it'll keep rocking forward. All of January. For like 3 years in a row at my university clinic, I roll in on my birthday. I go, it's my birthday, and I'm sick again. And he goes, are you feeling like this, this, and this? He goes, oh, and he did this little staged thing. He goes, I see you were in here last year for the same thing. I'm actually looking at last year's chart. And I'm like, no, you weren't. That's reality TV. No, I'm just kidding. But he goes, these are allergies. And I'm like, ugh. So anyways, it's my birthday gift. It's to breathe mold and cedar.
It's not your birthday today, is it?
No, January 31st.
Oh, okay. Okay.
End
You got some time.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because I wasn't treating it, like by the time it rolled around to my birthday, I'd have a sinus infection. So
yeah.
But now I'm on it.
Yeah, I've been on the all day HEV generic allergy stuff.
Yeah.
Antihistamines, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, feeling it better, Bryce?
Well, a little bit. Yeah, between taking the antihistamines and the Flonase and just taking everything, hoping I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually okay right now. I was a little sloppy during cord killers yesterday, but
Oh, you're a little loopy on the meds.
well, I was not quite on my game as much as I normally am, but that could be any number of things.
Oh.
Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna start those allergy shots. I think I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It'd be cool if you could get like allergy tattoos. Like they add to a tattoo every time you get a. If you're gonna get a shot, you might as well have something for it, right?
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
So you'd have like all these little dots. Dee.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna do for the Cogswell song. We'll do the
Perone, right?
We'll do the Perone one. Yeah. I feel so bad now. God.
Oh, don't worry. Come on. We need you to squirm for the first act.
You need to what?
Squirm. I fucked up.
No, Bonnie. There's no.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh,
Fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
We're great.
We need to keep all these reactions fresh because I couldn't
God.
keep it in my pants in the pre-show.
Oh, what?
It's
Bonnie,
it's
stop
like-
asking. The point is,
literal seconds. You'll find out in literal seconds.
Okay.
Oy.
Oh.
Guys, I'm doing dry January.
Are you?
Oh, I saw that. How's
Me?
it going?
That means I've started drinking LaCroix.
The mark of a true someone going dry.
You can tell you just started drinking LaCroix too, because you're calling it LaCroix and not LaCroix.
Oh, is that something that happens?
I think it's like a parabola, right? You call it LaCroix because it looks like it's spelled weird, and then you think you're saying it right by calling it LaCroix, but then you find out it's like an American-made drink, and so it is supposed to be LaCroix.
Back to LaCroix.
Well,
Yeah.
I am.
See, I first knew of it because back in the day, it was like hot with suburban South Florida moms.
Yeah.
Like my best friend's mom used to just house LaCroix, and I therefore thought it was a Florida thing and thought it was like a Caribbean thing, and there's St. Croix is one of the Virgin Islands. So that's where I always assumed it was LaCroix because it's spelled the same way.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's fucking some beer manufacturer out in Wisconsin, and now it's gotten super hot with all these millennial tech kids.
I totally thought it was always like an off-brand HEB thing, man.
Me too.
I thought it was like
LaCroix?
a Hill Country Fair thing, yeah.
Oh,
Seriously,
weird.
everybody assumes that LaCroix came from their backyard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it does seem like a backyard brand, you know. It's like,
Now, Backyard Brand is a national brand.
now
I
if
can tell
it
you
like
that.
like if I was gonna picture what a Florida version of LaCroix is, it would be Dacroix, though. That's what they would call it. Is Dacroix?
No, this is like even this is like it's so fucking fake bougie like South Florida. Like I just always
It's
assume
this
does.
close to that '90s solo cup design.
90% of couches that I saw in the 90s.
yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, I'm taking it up one step with I'm doing dry January, except this Friday when we walk. I think I'll have wine with y'all.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
we'll special event thing.
So she's going
But-
one step farther than you. That one step farther being a step backwards.
No. But I'm drinking this
She's moonwalking.
this zero sugar live soda.
Live soda.
Live
Yeah.
soda.
It's
Which-
literally alive.
It
Soda
is.
is already.
It has probiotics in it. So it's got,
You got a yeasty soda.
I got a yeasty soda. It's all
Gross.
bubbly and it tastes.
The yeasty girl, she got it going on. She coming home. Yeah, she coming home.
I was literally gonna do that joke, but I'm like, oh, we should stick with soda instead of girl. The yeasty girl seems.
Nope.
No, we're all the way there. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Thanks, Brian.
God, this first act is gonna blow. Like we did everything.
We
fun.
blew everything.
Welcome to a free night attack week.
Yeah, we'll do the pre-show, the
If
post
you've
show
ever
for free.
wondered whether or not you should pledge at patreon.com, this is like when HBO's free,
Unbelievable.
and then they're all like, hey man, don't you enjoy not necessarily
Is
the
it-
news?
This was like the Scoop
Oh,
Fest
God.
2 years ago when Bryce was fucking melting down in the cab on the way to the show because we were just doing bits, and he's like, "I'm talking. Save it for the show." We were doing Australian Siri, and he's
Yeah.
coming up with new characters.
Someone posted this, a Jeep with what looks like it looks a little like the cup design.
Yeah,
Yep,
a little.
It's pretty good.
What would you even call that? Like a '90s paintbrushy kind
Oh,
of.
there's a name for
There
it.
is
Like,
a
I'm
name
pretty
for
sure it
it.
has its own dedicated subreddit.
I know Fuck Jerry has co-opted it.
90s
Yeah, he's an Instagram dude.
cup design.
He's one of them ripoff artists, right?
Just
Yeah.
if you just type in 90s cup design, oh wow, then you get an ad for Target where there's a T-shirt with the 90s cup design.
No
on it.
way!
You're,
Oh my gosh.
I think Target online is like a marketplace. I think people can just list whatever there too.
oh, you know what? Actually, it's also
Like Walmart.
it's
Walmart's like that.
keyword targeted, but not actually the thing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 90s
Keyword.
cup design on Amazon though delivers the goods. Look at these shirts and pants here. I'm gonna jump in
Sure.
it. I'm gonna dump that in that Twitch. There we go. Get ready.
Yeah, I think Crimson Zamboni solo jazz is I think the keyword you're looking for. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I'm feeling it.
All right.
Hey, man, one more time. Thank you, patrons. And thank you, future patrons, who now understand the wisdom of becoming a patron because all the good stuff is.
Why did it have to be the one where I show my entire ass? This is the thing that I did not want to happen.
Yeah.
Very specifically.
Everything's great.
What?
Justin, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
You're muted, buddy.
Unless you're doing.
Is that you're very curious that you did what you did then. Very curious.
All right, here we go.